This episode is brought to you by JCPenney. And if you've been to JCPenney recently, yes, JCPenney, you'll know it's becoming the way to find good clothes for prices that still make sense. They've got hidden gems for everyone and every budget, with deals and rewards that actually make a dent. If you already shop JCPenney, you feel like you know a secret. But if not, it's time to ask. Wait, am I sleeping on JCPenney? Shop JCPenney.com. Yes, JCPenney.
Hellmann's believes they can turn any mayo hater into a lover. So, if you know someone who thinks mayo equals bland, show their taste buds the truth and challenge them to try Hellmann's flavored mayo. With irresistible flavors like Hellmann's spicy mayo, garlic aioli, chipotle, and Italian herb, they'll be eating their words. Challenge haters to try Hellmann's flavored mayo and get them to eat their words. Learn more at hellmanns.com/eatyourwords.
No matter how you travel, it's good to have a plan. Some people plan every minute. No sleep, bus, museum, another museum. While others only plan to take it day by day. When it comes to your finances, a plan is just as important. You can count on Credit Karma to give you the insights you need to understand your options, so you can take charge of your financial path and find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on. Download the app today.
Hello, Megan.
Hello.
Welcome to a new episode of Feasting Friday.
The Friday where we feast.
Today, we both decided to go with graphic t-shirts. Yours is about the Super Bowl. Mine's about Thor.
Yeah, I was going to ask, can you can I get a little fashion show?
Yeah. I have no idea where I got this shirt.
That's my next question.
In my trunk one day.
Uh-huh.
No,
Okay.
I've had it for years now at this point, but it was in my trunk one day.
I love it. I love a trunk outfit. Oh, love it. Hey, that's actually fun.
Yeah.
I like that. Check out the Patreon, see her out for the day. And you're wearing pants.
No, I'm not.
What did I see at the bottom?
You saw bottoms, but they weren't pants.
Oh. I meant you're not Winnie the Poohing.
No. Yeah, that's it.
That's the right,
Mm-hmm.
the shift. Because we're opposite. You're like, no pants. And I'm like, pants, no top.
Yeah. But, I mean, on a normal day, it's just naked. But, like, if I have to put on something, I'll put on a shirt.
Yeah, a Zoom appropriate outfit, which is a shirt, no bottoms.
Yeah.
Are you watching the
No.
Nothing Beats a Jet 2 Holiday audio on
yes.
TikTok? I was like, first of all, I know you have. My new favorite one was someone who posted, I think that was the audio they used, but it like was the same vibe of all the other ones. Just a still photo of them wiping out on one of those things attached to a boat. I don't know whatever vessel, because again, they had wiped out, so I didn't see the vessel that they were on, but there was a string attached to something, and all you see is their legs in the air and their underwear around, like, or their bathing suit bottoms around their ankles, and it's just legs up. And someone then edited in the comments that like picture that everyone uses of like Jesus or God or someone breaking the chains, but they did it with legs and breaking the underwear.
Incredible.
I loved it.
I've seen one where somebody is also on the back of a boat, but they lost the handle that they were on, they were holding, but then she swam. Like she like caught up to the boat, and everybody's like, you're freaking superhuman.
Wait, I wonder if that's one of the other ones that I saw. I saw someone doing something similar, and I wanted to know, like, John's the one who writes the cancer books. I wanted Hank Green to tell me about the science. I wanted Neil deGrasse Tyson to tell me about the science of that. Like, how is it? Because visually, it looks like it'd be the hardest thing ever. I have to assume it didn't hinder it. It, like, if anything, helped a little bit, but, like, it looks like the exact opposite. And I want to know what that's like. Which then also, I think is maybe, now that you say that, I think is what led me to getting back on this side of TikTok that I haven't been on in at least a year. Maybe this is, like, the time of year that it happens. In Switzerland, I had to go through all of the Scandinavian-esque country names in my head first. Like, which one was it? I'm 99% sure it's Switzerland. There's this like giant river that has like a pretty strong current, and it's like a light blue. We're not talking like
murky.
We're not talking, let's bring the Olympics and hop in the water in Paris, everybody. I hope you don't get disease. And they people will commute in it. Like
yes,
they have waterproof
they have
backpacks.
the bags. Yes, I've
and
seen that.
And they jump in. And then there are and I like did more digging because before I was like, oh, cool. And I moved past it. And I was like, wait, how do you get out? And so I guess they have these like stairs and steps with like red railings every like certain stops. Again, kind of like a bus. But how it ends is with a dam. And if you don't get out before that, RIP to you. Crazy. But I mean, that sounds so fun. I can't imagine being wet at work.
No.
You know what I mean? Well, also, I would need to learn how to swim, be a really strong swimmer in a current because I didn't see anybody holding on to little boards.
No. I think that's one of those countries where you just know how to swim.
Yeah.
You know, they like to sit their children outside in the snow to strengthen up their lungs. I'm sure that they can.
Facts. I think I could do better in that. Well, it depends on how deep it is. Because my whole thing is that, like, if the water is helping me get from point A to point B, my issue is I'm like, I can tread.
I just gotta stay afloat.
Yeah, I can tread water. I can like stay afloat. Again, I don't know how. I haven't been tested on like how long can I do that. But if you're moving me along, really, we're eliminating my biggest struggle, which is if you ask me to do any sort of stroke and you ask me to swim in any sort of line and you ask me to get to any sort of destination on my own, this feels like it's
it's just a little pushing. You just gotta get in and just let it push you in.
A walkavator.
I did see the JetBlue, the voice of it, not JetBlue, Jet Vacation. She was at a party and they were playing it and then they dropped the beat and then she said
wait, I'm addicted to that.
It looked like she was like they brought her there to do this.
Well, it's a feature. It's a great feature. It should be. Chainsmokers, get her on a song. I've been seeing people who do interpretations of like different cities doing it. And the Bay Area one, I was laughing. I loved it. And then, I was reminded that there's a specific Bay Area laugh. And I was like, oh yeah, there is. And because as I'm laughing, they're laughing. And we sound like we're almost in harmony. And I look at the comments and everyone's like, oh my God, that Bay Area laugh. And I was like, oh, and here I am, full display.
How does it go?
Bay Area laugh. It's like an it's like an open mouth, not moving a lot, like like that kind of a laugh. Head back, mouth wide, tongue sometimes out, not all the way, but I was like, oh, this is funny. This is funny. So, how many days from the time that we're recording this, and then you don't have to do it from the day that it's uploaded because that's too stressful. How many days until you see our mother again?
It will be today because it's Friday. This goes up on Friday. It'll be today.
Oh my God. Did you pick up your outfit yet?
Yes, I went and got my jeans. So now I just need my hat, but I know the lady. I just sent her a text message. Hey, I'm coming to get it.
Okay. I was going to say, if you need another idea, or I recently went to another Levi's store and they had the denim one in stock.
It wouldn't match.
Okay, I wasn't sure what colors.
I'm doing all white and gold.
Oh, yeah.
No. I know what hat I'm getting. I just have to go get it tomorrow.
Oh my God, it's so fucking... I can't wait to see the pictures.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I mean, my outfit, I will say, it's not anything like...
I don't care.
Yeah.
I love... Okay. Even when you go shopping in general, I go, fashion show, give me a haul. Like, I literally make Mott's do that. Mott's will, like, get, like, a sweater from... I always make him do a fashion show when he goes on a golf trip and he, like, gets, like, 4 different hats. And I'm like, ooh, show it to me. Let's see.
Yeah. Every day, I'm going to be in theme, though.
Every day?
Yeah.
How many days are you there?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Leave Sunday morning.
So what's the theme?
Country, Southern.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you were having individual theme, like
no.
Sweet theme, honey theme, buckin theme.
Yeah.
Dress like Pooh Bear on your honey theme. That would be so funny. Wow. So like your regular clothes you're packing. Are we wearing a cowboy hat to the pool?
I don't even know if I'm going to go to the pool because it's so hot. Yeah, there's a heat wave. Did you see the thing that I sent you?
No, I have to catch up.
I'll just tell you. You don't need to look. So there's a heat wave that is, I mean, it mostly is affecting areas where there's corn. So like the Midwest, but like everywhere is going to get hot this weekend. And so it's because of corn sweat.
David?
And I said, Superman. Like, why are you getting so hot that you're affecting the rest of the country?
He's getting us all hot and bothered, and we are quite literally raising global temperatures.
Right.
Wow. I actually need, he's still on that fucking press tour. I need someone, Entertainment Tonight, Access Hollywood.
Yes.
Ask him about the corn sweat.
Yes. They got to. Like, they have to.
Oh, yeah, I just looked up Chicago's on extreme heat watch, Little Rock, New Orleans, and then I guess Vegas.
I mean,
wow, for
Vegas
the first time ever, Los Angeles is not.
Missing it, yeah.
Except maybe your neighbor who grows corn. Maybe they'll have just like a little hot pocket.
I still don't know who you're talking about.
They don't grow corn right now. They currently, since the last time, I haven't seen them grow corn in a while. But they did at one point grow corn because I was like, oh, I was like seeing things like poke up, like, you know, they had a garden. I was like, so cute. And then we like didn't record for a couple, like a month or something. And then the next time I drove over, spider on the wall. Next time I drove over, I was like, where did that house and that garden go? And I said, oh, it's actually created a barricade from the corn that apparently they were growing.
Yeah. So I just don't. My mom's talking about going to the pool and I'm like, you complain as it is, but I mean, you can go. When
it gets that hot, everyone's in the pool and it raises the collective temperature of the water too. It's not cold enough.
And also Vegas water isn't deep. It's all meant for just waiting.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. I mean, you'll be a little bit deeper, but it's like thigh high for me. And there's just like so... But honestly, if there's a heat wave, you might actually even have less people might even be there. So it might be, you know, cooler and or less crowded. But that's so fun. I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited too. Deeply jealous. I have so much work to do. Yeah. I'm not regretting whatsoever because Mons was like, do you want to get tickets to Vegas? And I was like, let's just see how the summer progresses. Like, let's see. And I couldn't handle that. Mm-hmm. Understand. But you have a car that's taking you from. No, we're staying right next door. Oh. Sinitra is probably getting a car, and then my mom will probably hop in the car with her. But we're literally staying like 0.3 miles away. Oh, yeah. And I feel like that's better for at the end when we're walking back. I'm like, I don't think you understand how long it takes to get out of this place. So my mom's like, why can't we Uber? And I'm like, Uber? We're next door. No, if you want to get in a car, order a limo. That's going to be quicker than Ubering. Yeah, we're literally next door, though. There's a little bridge that connects. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to see I've been making her hydrate. I made her get coconut water. Good. I made her get on a vitamin regimen because every time I'm around her, I get sick. So, there you go. Yeah. So like she's been on the little boot camp with me. Making sure she's getting 10,000 steps in a day, 10,000 steps for the time of your life. I don't know why this reminded me, but can we talk about that Justin Timberlake video? He's been doing that dance forever. And then they just put that music to it. Okay. So you feel like your mind was set up? Yes. He's been doing that dance has been part of his last 2 tours. I do think that it highlighted to me because like, I am not a fan of him, but you're never going to catch me saying that man can't dance. Mm-hmm. And I do think it highlighted to me, similar with Katy Perry's tour, that I'm like, oh, whatever you are doing on stage needs to look good and cool from all angles. Yeah. Like if you're doing something where it's like the lights and whatever, like it needs to, because it is looking squeaky silly. Yes, because it's in the middle. It's a circle in the middle. But he's literally been doing that same dance forever. Well, and I think he's like from other angles. I think he's supposed to be like kind of silhouetted, so it like looks cooler. But like this, you just like you see the effort put in. Mm-hmm. It's just a hater. Grab the video from somebody else and put some sound effects on it. No, I wonder if they were there. They could have been there. It's a crazy amount of money to spend on a ticket to shit talking. Yes. Yeah, like that would make sense. Or they just thought it would be funny to do. And maybe they thought he'd have a good sense of humor about it. Yeah. I would hope so. He does. Yeah. He looks at his TikToks and laughs at stuff. Good. HelloFresh is going to help me enjoy my summer more because I will spend less time
looking for groceries, trying to figure out like what I'm going to eat. It's just delivered straight to me, and it makes things so much easier so I can be outside basking in the sun.
Spending less time in the kitchen, more time eating delicious things, and having a great time, which is all what summer's about. This summer, HelloFresh has made it even easier to enjoy delicious, healthy, and homemade quality meals with their new ready-made meals. These heat-and-go HelloFresh meals are chef-crafted, flavorful dishes, ready in, guess how many minutes? Oh, it's just 3. So you can dig in and go do summer right.
My mouth is already watering looking at the Southwest-inspired chicken bowl and the stir-fried udon with pulled pork and veggies. There's also a creamy Alfredo truffle pasta and an Indian-inspired chicken paired with turmeric rice. Drool. These are all ready to eat after a quick spin in the microwave.
We love HelloFresh. We have sung their praises for so long. I have to give a shout out, though. The Mushu pork lettuce wraps changed my life. Absolutely so good. I think it has to be one of my favorites I've ever had. Make your summer enjoyable and delicious by signing up for HelloFresh at hellofresh.com/blameme10fm and get 10 free meals with a free item for life.
That's hellofresh.com/blameme10fm for 10 free meals and a free item in every box.
HelloFresh.com/blameme10fm. 1 per box with an active subscription. Free meals are applied as a discount on the first box. New subscribers only. Varies by plan.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies just to see if you could save some cash? Well, Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Do you want to hear what allegedly my nephew's new word is?
Okay, why are we saying allegedly?
Well, because I haven't seen it in real life. This was sent in the family group chat. And my sister-in-law said he has taken to yelling, bro, as an exclamation to everybody, including my mother. Earlier, when I told him we were leaving in 25 minutes, he goes, bro, 25, 60 seconds? That's a lot of time. Where do you suppose that came from? Camp. So we think that he might have learned this at camp. And he's still in his Pinocchio phase, and he is now making his own puppets. And he went to a puppet show, and he asked if he was going to see puppets or if he was going to become a puppet. And I was like, my God, you don't want to become a puppet. Like, this is why you should think Pinocchio is creepy.
But also, Pinocchio is the opposite. He wants to be a real boy. He starts as a puppet.
And my nephew is a real boy, and he says, what if I wanted to be a puppet?
No, you want other. You should show him.
What?
The No Strings Attached video by NSYNC.
Oh, he would love that. And Mods would also love that too. Yeah, we'll do that next time. I think we're seeing them this weekend because it's his dad's birthday. And they're not going to listen to this. So we went, we were trying to brainstorm. Mods was trying to brainstorm what we should get him. And I was like, what if we because he used to do, as a kid, he was really into magic and doing magic tricks. And I was like, what if we
that doesn't surprise me.
Of course not. I was like, what if we get magic stuff for him to do that? Mods was like, oh, okay. So we went to Studio City. We found a legit magic store, and it was, a bunch of magic bros there. And then Mods in his polo, me in my cute little cutoff shorts and my New Balances. And we get there. They are showing us different tricks. By the way, I am the perfect audience for magic because I am in awe. I love it. And I don't want you to tell me a thing about how you did it.
I was about to say, there's a lot of accounts on TikTok where people are showing the trick behind it. I don't want to see that.
No, it's magic. Let me be in my magic.
It's an optical illusion that is magical. Optical illusions are magical. Don't say it's a trick. It's it's a magical experience.
Yep. And I like love that. So I was like scouring through while Mods was like looking at other stuff in there. I found this like old, like really old, cool, like magic handbook of like different tricks that you can do. And it's like with like things that you already might have, like a scarf or balls of string. Like you don't necessarily need like specific props that are like magic-esque. And it has like all of these different things to do it. And it's like very old school. And it's like just like a cool looking book too. And so we got that and then got one, like a deck of cards after the guy like showed us like one of the tricks with it. And we were like, whoa! I'm like, this is so cool. So hopefully he likes that. And I'm also selfishly hoping that it means that he can do more magic tricks, because I do think that my brother-in-law's favorite thing about me is that like, I love when he does magic. Like, I'm like, do another magic trick. So I think his kids would also enjoy like watching him do that kind of stuff too. So hopefully he likes it. My other idea was Legos. Because who doesn't love Legos?
Everybody loves Legos.
I know. I would love to do, but like, I want Legos kind of like a library, because like I don't know that I like want to keep it after, but like maybe like a rental program where it's like I could give it up
sure
when I'm done.
Like swapping.
Or I can keep it if I want, but I'm just like always thinking of it like it's just going to collect dust and like where am I putting it?
Yeah. I think you could do just like the free bowling, so you don't, just get Lego so it's not the Lego kit. And then 2, I'm sure there's swapping, like there's swap
like puzzle
things.
swaps.
Yeah.
I should do it.
Yeah, there's a massive Lego store here, but there's a big one in Northwest Arkansas, and the way that store is always packed.
No, Legos are like the thing that brings like everybody loves Legos of all ages, and not even just like the fandom stuff. Like you can just like make anything. I tried to find, they used to have like a James Bond one, because I was like, I wonder if there's any sort of, we thought Indiana Jones or James Bond would be like the only branded ones that we think you would like. And I like looked up James Bond Legos because I'm like, they have cars, like that would make sense they'd have that. Didn't know I was diving into some controversy that it's like one of the most highly sought after sets that they've like never done ever again, and it's like literally like a little car going for like $500 on eBay, already assembled. Like you can't even get like the box of it. And I was like, oh damn. And it's like one of the most requested things to bring back, and I was like, oh, pretty cool. So what did you do this weekend?
Saturday, I laid in bed all day. I didn't do shit. I could have been watching my soap operas, catching up. I literally was just lying there. I also did have a tinge of cramps. They shouldn't be here till the first week of August. So is that next week? No. Shouldn't be here until then, but I always get little tinges, and they just like, it's like
it's a reminder.
Yeah. Like it just, and then it hurts for like 20 minutes and it goes away.
Yeah.
And I just didn't have any energy to do anything else. And then Sunday, my LS, which is my like pledge sister, she was here in town, and we went out to eat, and we just caught up. She was staying in Orange County. That's where her family reunion was.
Wow, so many people having family reunions.
That's what happens in the summertime.
Yeah.
So she was at her family reunion, and then I was like, but like, where are you going to be before we meet up so that I know where to pick the place? And she's like, I can drive wherever. And I was just like, okay. And she's like, she went to Huntington Beach. And I said, 1, don't go there. 2,
should ask.
She was like, well, it was just one of the beaches I haven't gone to. And she's like, I was expecting to see like people selling things and stuff. And I was like, you went to the wrong beach.
Yeah.
You should have gone to Santa Monica or Venice or even Manhattan Beach. You would have got that vibe. She's like, oh, I haven't been to Manhattan. I was like, yeah, that's where you should have gone.
That's the beach I always recommend to people if they haven't done. Yeah, because I mean, granted, I guess it's not as much of a culture shock when you go from Orange County to Huntington Beach, because essentially Huntington Beach is our own Orange County.
Yes.
Derogatory.
Yeah. But we just went out to eat at Italy and had a good time.
Love Italy.
Yeah. I haven't made time to shop at the store that they have, and I want to do that.
I could spend I could spend eons there.
Mm-hmm.
Their roast chicken is so
Everything
good.
is just so good.
So
and it's
good.
so simple. It's so simple but good. Yeah, so I had set to go there just so I could pick up my shorts from the Levi's store. Yeah,
smart. Love it.
Her niece was there. I thought this was a little girl. She looked 12.
My face, I was like, oh, a cute child.
Yeah. And so, like, we were talking about things. I was, like, whispering about certain things. And then she, like, got up to go to the bathroom and was like, Krista, you want to go with her? And she goes, she's 20.
Look at you judging another shorty.
It wasn't that. Like, her voice was so young. Her face, like, she legit looks like a child.
Was she short, too?
Yeah, but that wasn't, but it wasn't just that. Like, she looked like, there's tall children. I mean.
Totally. Me.
Like, most 12-year-olds are taller than me. So that's not a thing. Okay, and she was taller than me. So, like, it wasn't the height thing. It was legit. She looked the same age as Amaya and Adriana.
Oh, that's
not
funny.
Older than Arely.
I would have killed to see your face if you're being like, you're not going to go. I mean, like, she's 20 years old. And it's like, oh.
I'm over here whispering about scandalous things and got a fucking adult right there.
You can drink next year. That's so funny. That is so funny. That gives me the like something they would have done on an episode of Abbott with Quinta and being like, I'm actually a fully grown adult.
They have done that. They've done that.
No, I know, but it's like a reoccurring bit of that with something, or even with her doing it to somebody else. And they're like, that is another adult. You just did the same thing that people do to you. And it's like, oh, yeah, my bad. Did you see the panel interview thing with her where they talked about the cold open with the like white student and how she had like how she casted that? I died about that, and finding out that part of the entire storyline of there being a golf course built in Phillies, because like there's actually one being built there, which I was like, oh my god. I
knew they didn't pull that out of anywhere. I went and looked it up immediately.
It makes sense, but I was like, oh, it didn't seem
the same thing with the strike. I was like, yeah, this is something that has happened.
Oh yeah. But her talking about interviewing, I was telling Watts about it, but like if anyone hasn't seen, she like talks about how, which I didn't know this, that for hiring a child actor, if they don't speak in the first episode, but they will eventually have speaking lines, you can't audition them. You have to, you have to interview them instead, because I'm sure they're like, yeah, we're not going to make a kid memorize and do all of this work, which I'm like, without a doubt, they make adults do that, like for sure. But she interviewed him, was like, okay, make sure he'll like get along. And so like any kid who said they were doing like a lot of extracurriculars was like, not going to get along. Anyone who mentioned lacrosse, she said, yeah, not so much. And then when she asked him, what does he like to do for fun? He goes, I don't know, kick it. I was like, she's like, okay, good. This is sounding like he's gonna vibe. He's gonna have friends. And then when she asked him, like, oh, so like, have you ever been on TV before? And he goes, well, I auditioned for a lot, but I never got the job. And then she's like, booked it. He's got it. I love his energy.
I love
which
that.
I think is so funny now that I like think like the times he has spoken where he's like, Wakanda forever. And she goes, oh, okay, maybe Wakanda just for today. And I'm like, this is sounding exactly like the child that she is describing from that first interview.
Yes.
Which I love.
That.
Now at Chipotle, our all-new Chipotle Honey Chicken brings Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet. Seared smoked peppers and savory Mexican spices, blended with a hint of pure honey for a perfectly balanced sauce. All combined with fresh, tender chicken hot off the grill, served up in your favorite burrito or bowl. New Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level. But it's only at Chipotle for a limited time. Order now in the app for pickup or delivery. Chipotle, for real.
I'm 32, juggling family, working full-time, and earning a bachelor's degree. At University of Phoenix, I earn career-relevant skills with every 5-week course. Skills I can use now, not just after graduation.
Earn skills in weeks, not years. Visit phoenix.edu.
This episode is brought to you by Wayfair. Podcasts follow us everywhere. Whether you're cooking in the kitchen, chilling in the living room, or pretending to fold laundry in the bedroom. And with Wayfair, every one of those rooms can tell a story of its own. Their curated collections of furniture styles and prices make Wayfair the trusted destination to turn your home into your happy place. Shop everything home at wayfair.com with free and easy delivery straight to your door.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Did you watch the Sunny episode?
No, not yet. I need to. We've been moving it up. We've been movie. We just watched the Idris Elba John Cena movie.
Don't know what that is.
Well, so neither did I. Mott's brought it up and I said, I'm sorry, what? Idris Elba knows who John Cena is? And he's like, yeah, they did a movie together. We watched that. It was crazy.
John Cena is a lot more famous than you like to give him credit for.
Of course, I know. I was brought onto this earth to keep John Cena humble.
I think he's a very humble. Have you watched him in interviews?
No, here's the thing. I started watching the interviews and then I started feeling bad. And then we watched the new Rami Malek movie.
Wait, go back to Idris and John Cena. What was that about?
So Idris Elba plays the Prime Minister of the UK and John Cena plays the president, and they're going to a NATO convention and someone tries to kill them and then they're like, on the run.
Is it a comedy?
Yes. It was very funny and it's very like Mott said it was like I thought it was very Guy Ritchie-esque. He thought it was like Guy Ritchie. Did he say Paul Thomas Anderson? I think is what he said, the combo. He said that's what it felt like, which I do agree. I think it was really funny. There were some bits that I kept asking Mott. I was like, so like, why are we so worried about? And Mott was like, well, in this world, this thing is really stressful. And I was like, but it's supposed to be our world. And like, I don't know why this thing is like a really big deal. Like, this isn't a really big deal, whatever it was. But it was funny. It was good. It was funny. Mm-hmm. It was funny. I have my other.
You were entertained.
I was thoroughly
Is it a
entertained.
Good popcorn movie?
Like eating popcorn?
Like one that you don't have to think too much and you're just sitting eating popcorn.
Yes.
Okay.
You really don't have to think too much.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think I had a hard time shutting so much of my brain off for that. But I think I could have done like 3 quick fixes and it would have been fantastic, perfect, flawless. There is some scenes though where, how I talk about one of my favorite movies, The Circle, starring Tom Hanks, which is one of the worst movies quite literally ever made, where I can see the moment where Tom Hanks, a phenomenal actor, has stopped acting and he is no longer Tom Hanks acting frustrated. I mean, he's no longer acting frustrated. He is Tom Hanks frustrated with his scene partner. I could see that for a moment with Idris Elba where I was like, and Mach was like, oh, he's just, let's get the shot. Let's get the shot and let's move on. Let's go. It is not that difficult, which I was like laughing at, but it was good. And then we watched the Rami Malek one and that boy gives me the heebie motherfucking jeebies.
He's so good.
No, that's what
what's scary is that he's good at playing any character that he takes on. Like that man is an actor, but yeah, like he's scary. And sometimes he just looks like the sweetest boy, and the fact that he can just turn that on, it's an actor.
And I also think he scares himself sometimes. Where he goes, whoa. Yeah. It was a little startling. So that one was called the Amateur, and this is like not a spoiler for the movie because like, I mean, it is if you're like Melissa and you haven't even seen the trailer, but like the premise of it from like jump description of the movie, again, not a spoiler, is that his wife, played by your fave Rachel Brosnahan, is murdered in like she's a civilian essentially who gets taken as a hostage, not even like real hostage, but like bank kind of style, like robbery hostage. And then she ends up getting killed in crossfire or whatever. And so he works at the CIA. Seemingly, I think she did too, but like we did not get enough background on her. And so he makes it his mission that he's like a tech boy. Like he's behind his computer he's playing Rami Malek, always his hacking movies.
Yes,
so
he
decides he's like, I'm going to kill these. I'm going to find these people and kill them. And like the bosses are like, okay, little boy, whatever. So he does that. Like he essentially, like the whole movie, and like you see in the trailer, like the different times he's like plotting and doing this, but without fail, every fucking time, like he goes through training. They're like, I don't think you can kill anybody. I think you can do it. And he's like, I can. And he builds up this confidence or whatever. Without fucking fail, every time he concocts these horrifically cruel and violent, painful ways for these people to die. He does them. He also, by the way, is there every time. Because he's like, I want you to look me in the eyes and I want you to know that this is because of this. Like, he is there. I want her to know it was me. Like, and every time after he does that, the next scene is him going, what have I done? What have I done? Oh my God, who am I? And I'm like, okay, after we've racked up 3 bodies that you said you were going to do, I need you to pick up the pace. I need you to be a little more okay with this. But like this whole thing, like his humanity was bringing him down the whole time. I was like, oh my God, you literally just, he like had one where he like programmed the pool, and this isn't the trailer, but he programmed the pool. It was a glass bottom pool. And it was a bridge, essentially, like the pool connected 2 buildings, and the whole thing is glass. And then you just have like, you know, it's a skyscraper, and then you'd have like all the shit at the bottom. And so this guy's like swimming laps or whatever, and he like programs it to like, he's so smart, like pressurizing something with the glass. And essentially like all of the glass in it, like juts up at first and like starts stabbing this man. And he's like trying to swim through it. And then finally the whole thing shatters and breaks. And like we harm clearly civilians, which I go kind of feels exactly opposite of yours because your wife was a civilian, you know, like, okay, for sure. And then was like, oh my God, what have I done? I go, you looked this man in the eye as you essentially kebabbed him with a bunch of pieces of glass, and then you shattered this whole thing. And now you're like, I'm nervous. Well, maybe you could have poisoned him. Maybe we could have done. And then every time he's like running, being like, oh my God, they're chasing me. I go, well, you did pick something a little obvious. You picked something a little big.
Not for me. Thank you for that thorough
it is
breakdown.
Also,
it is not for me.
We'll get into that in my in tomorrow, or my, are we doing But Am I Wrong tomorrow? Yeah, I'll get into that in that. And finally, Trisha Paytas, as a day of recording, has named her baby.
Okay.
Now,
I didn't even know she had multiple children
mm-hmm.
until y'all were talking about it on the live stream. Anything I know about this woman, I've learned through Megan.
Now, to refresh your memory, the name was a water-related name, and ideally is the name of a movie and or on a movie poster from like a character aspect. Like this says the name on it because her other kids, Elvis and Malibu Barbie on there. So now knowing this, I would like you to guess what this baby's name. Melissa, I
don't know. I'm not invested in this at all. I don't know.
If you can think of a movie, this is the one that I thought was the least likely to happen because it is what I would have said is the most obvious and is also the least name-like. It is a movie you have seen. It is a movie members of your family really like. A specific child member of your family, I'm pretty sure, had a phase with this movie.
Ariel?
No. I think this is one of the, well, actually, I don't know which one of the kids it was, but maybe I'm wrong, but I do think
Aquaman? No one liked that movie.
Oh, okay. Why did I make that up in my head? I thought someone had an Aquaman face.
No.
Well, the baby's name is Aquaman.
Cool.
It makes me wonder, you know how some people are named Guy? Maybe Man will be another name.
Doesn't change my opinion about her one bit.
Well, it fits exactly in
Yeah.
She's consistent.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. You are welcome. I need to ask Mary how she's feeling because she had so many guesses. And that one wasn't even her top.
Ozzy Osbourne just died.
Yeah, I saw that.
All I think about him is how he bit a bat.
Was he trying to be a patient zero or something?
He was on stage and a bat flew on the stage and he took it and bit the head off.
I'm sorry. And we've seen other concerts where artists have gotten bitten by bats on stage and then they have to like immediately.
We brought it up when we talked about that.
Whoa. Okay. That's a unique choice that I didn't know that anybody was going to make.
Yeah, we talked about it though.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't remember you blocked it out.
I blocked it out on purpose. I don't like bats.
No, they carry lots of diseases.
And I don't like that they have like, they're a bird, but they like have like human related, like it's like
they're
skin.
Mammals. They're not birds, they're mammals.
No, but they fly like birds, but then they have like mammal skin. I find that alarming.
Can't stand them.
I don't even like hairless cats. Sorry, Jenny.
It was said about Malcolm Jamal Warner too.
Yeah.
I legit had a class with him. There was only 10 of us in that class. So, like, I knew him.
Yeah.
Knew him. Yeah. And that's when he was dating Regina King, too. And he was just the kindest person.
Oh.
At Capella University, learning online doesn't mean learning alone. You'll get support from people who care about your success, like your enrollment specialist who gets to know you and the goals you'd like to achieve. You'll also get a designated academic coach who's with you throughout your entire program. Plus, career coaches are available to help you navigate your professional goals. A different future is closer than you think with Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
How does love work exactly? What makes something funny? How does noise affect your health? These are just a sample of the fascinating topics we discuss on my podcast, Something You Should Know. We bring you leading experts on topics important to you, things you can use in your life and that will fascinate you. We deliver 3 episodes a week and have over 1,000 episodes available to listen. So get listening to Something You Should Know wherever you get your podcasts.
My name is Troy LaValle, and I'm the host of the Glass Cannon Podcast. This is a podcast where my friends and I sit around and play role-playing games and record it. Through improvisation, using comedy and drama, we take the rules of whatever game we're playing and we turn it into appointment television. It truly is infectious fun. We travel the whole country playing rock clubs, turning games like this into a spectator sport. So please, check it out, the Glass Cannon Podcast. If you want some joy in your life, give it a listen.
I know that Shaq pisses us off a lot, but there's also an underlying love for him. But did you see this story about him recently?
Is it bad?
No, it's good.
Oh, okay, great. Because
he was in, I believe, North Carolina, and he was driving somewhere and he had to stop and pee, and the closest place was a bridal shop. And so he went in and peed, but then he bought everybody's wedding dresses.
I love that.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. People want to be like, the only reason why he does that is because he was not a present father and he's buying people's affection.
I was going to say he was a present father. He's just overly parented his girls.
Yeah, but I think there was some interview where they basically he's like, yeah, I definitely try and make up for parenting mistakes with buying things or whatever. And that their relationship as adults is a lot better. And I'm just going to say it as someone who's fucked up. Money helps.
Yeah.
Money does help. There's you can't go back in time and change and fix that. If you decide to be a better person and have a better relationship with your kids, without a doubt. If you also if that guilt brings you to be Van Cleef, if that guilt brings you to Cartier, if that guilt brings you to Best Buy, then who am I to stop your guilt from map questing to wherever you want to go and showing up with a nice little gift wrap purchase?
Mm-hmm.
You can buy a lot from me and for me.
Me too. People that say money doesn't buy happiness. Okay, it doesn't buy happiness. You can't go somewhere and physically buy happiness, but you can buy things that do make me happy.
Yeah. You can buy experiences that make me happy.
You can buy healthcare that makes me happy. You can buy just a beverage can make me happy.
Yeah, but you have to spend the money. You can't just keep the money and then be like, well, it didn't bring me happiness. Well, swipe a card. Drop some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Money. Consensus? Would like it.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
He also has been talking. He didn't realize how little that the WNBA players made, and he's been doing interviews talking about pay them. Well,
did you see Caitlin Clark's own fans are turning against her because she said, yeah, pay us more. And they said, woman said what? I thought that was your girl. They're okay with her making more, but at the same time, they're actually not, because they do fundamentally hate women. When you find out, Caitlin, maybe now is time to actually address the fact that your fan base just, quote unquote, likes you because it gives them an excuse to be racist.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot. Because all of them, when they were in the warm up, had on shirts that said, pay us what we're worth, I believe is what it said. And then during the actual game where she was coaching her division, and I use coaching lightly, they were all out there just having fun.
Yeah.
It looked like
Charity event.
Yeah, Stately was on the side and she was like trying to coach people. It was like, what? They're professional. You're a college. Everybody wants you to be professional, but she's like, nah. I love like nurturing these children. But she's like, like on the sidelines coaching. It was very funny. Joel trying to coach. She was there as a spectator because she was getting frustrated at the shots they were making. But during the actual game, Caitlin had on a shirt that said, I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was like, pay me the same as NBA players. So that's what really pissed them off.
And you know what they were calling her? Which I go, explain that further. They started calling her a traitor. And I go,
how? Because she wants to be paid?
No, but like, who is she betraying? You?
That's
and
what
like,
I'm
tell me
saying.
what your alliance is, because she is a part of the WNBA.
Mm-hmm. Not the MNBA. So like how this is her, as a whole, this is her team. That is who she is faithful to.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, you're thinking that she's a traitor because she also wants these black women to be paid more, and you go, no. You're a traitor to our race. And I'm like, you are insane. Yeah. Fucking insane.
They don't care.
No, they don't.
Because if they cared about actual good basketball, I said weeks ago that Paige is a better player. Now we statistically have that she is a better player. Her rookie year is exponentially better than Caitlin's. Why aren't they behind her?
And let's be real, phenotypically, even whiter.
Yeah.
Blonde hair, light eyes. Like
But she's a lesbian.
There you go.
And she likes black people.
There you go. Fucking insane to me.
Mm-hmm. But they all look like they were having fun. The stud buds were having a fucking blast.
So what was that event? The stud buds part? Like,
they were just streaming because it was All-Star weekend.
Okay.
And so they were just streaming the whole weekend. And yeah.
Who was streaming?
The stud buds. They had a stream up and they were just streaming the whole weekend.
Okay. Well, on what platform? Like, was it a sponsor?
No, they were just having fun.
Oh, wait, I love that. Because I was going to say, I saw so much content from it that I assumed that there was a sponsor of it.
No, they were just having fun. They dyed their hair the same. They had matching outfits and they were just going out and having fun. Wow. They had somebody... During the All-Star game, one of the reporters said, I don't want to misquote it. But essentially, because nobody was playing defense, really, because they don't want to get hurt. And she says something about just like something, and I forgot what that thing is. They don't have D. And it was something like, she was talking about dick, but I can't remember exactly what she was saying.
Oh, that's funny.
And I'm mad that I'm misquoting this now.
I like that.
And then also the commissioner, because they had said, the stud buds had said something about, they were on stream and they were talking about how they had their straps on at a party. And then the commissioner came up to them and was like, straps, really? Like, differently, but she didn't realize she had a camera on her.
Oh my God. That's funny. I love that. Now that I know, because like I literally saw so many different angles from this that I was like, I wonder if they're sponsored like this.
They were just having fun.
No, it was quite literally their Twitch stream.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Deeply impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Coach Jackie was there.
Yeah. She was having a blast.
Also, you know what I fucking saw on my For You page, which completely shook my world? It was a PBS video being like, everyone react to like, employees. Lo and behold, fucking Coach Jackie works at PBS.
Yeah, she did one years ago. Like when she was first getting like building her platform, she was in one of the ones where they were talking about like sponsoring. Like I've known this for years. Yeah.
Oh my God, I had no idea. And I was like, Coach Jackie, what are you doing here? And then I was like, this makes perfect sense that you work at PBS.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. As a PBS kid, I love that. Were you a PBS kid?
No.
Well, you also probably had cable.
Yeah.
But
I watch Sesame Street.
Yeah, there are certain ones I think that like are universal.
All of us watch. Yeah. I didn't watch Author, but my sister did. I don't know what else was on.
You would have loved DW.
She's a cop.
Well,
canonically, she grows up to be a cop.
She does, though I will say I can't I don't want to pass judgment on the world that they have created as like adults, because like I think if it's like Rugrats all grown up, like I've seen Rugrats all grown up, so like I can attest to that. I don't know, like, did an asteroid hit the planet where Arthur lived? Like, what is
She's a
Cop
snitch.
there?
Every episode that I've seen, she's snitching.
I wanted her to be a private investigator.
She has cop energy.
No, she does, but I wanted her to be a PI, or I wanted her to be a reality TV star.
She can't be a PI because she doesn't keep her mouth shut long enough. PI's got to have more stealth. She's very obvious with what she does, and she wants people to know. That's cop energy.
Yep, lets her know it was me. That's very true. It's very, very true. And unfortunately, I'm also that way. I could act in silence, but like, if you get fucked over, I want you to know it was me.
Yeah, so I didn't really watch.
No Zaboomafoo?
Don't know what that is.
Dragon Tales?
I'm familiar with Dragon Tales. I didn't watch it though.
Was Out of the Box on Nickelodeon or PBS? Or Disney?
It was Nickelodeon. Or
I think it was Disney.
Disney.
Out of the box. Out of the box.
That the one with the bear? No. That's the one with the
box.
The drums.
Yeah, with the bongos.
Yeah. I've seen them on TikTok.
And they haven't aged. It's remarkable. They've been that age my whole life. Zaboomafoo is a little wild. I didn't love Zaboomafoo.
I don't know what that is.
It is a puppet lemur. And then these two men, I think they're Canadian, and they like teach you about nature and stuff. And sometimes there are real animals there, but no matter what, there is this, what I can only describe as like looking deeply possessed with like jaundiced yellow eyes, this lemur puppet.
You should show this to your nephew.
No, because he'll love it.
Yeah.
Because he's a fucking freak. That is just like so deeply alarming.
No.
I know.
Why does he have legs?
He ruined every part of it. That I'm like, I love to learn about real animals, and I love that the whole thing's kind of like set up like it's like a treehouse jungle kind of. The whole set's beautiful, but no matter what, you're ruining it with this demonic puppet. Just always here.
Yeah, I don't want to see legs like that.
No,
I'm fine with seeing like Elmo's
like
legs, but why are his legs like that?
Yeah, I don't like it. And then like I don't like when they brought him like outside into the real world, like because like that is a puppet and like he does not look well.
No.
Yeah.
Speaking of puppets, I know a lot of people have been recreating that whole incident with the cheaters.
Oh yeah.
But someone did it with Miss Piggy and Elmo. And I just want people to remember Elmo was 3.5. Stop putting him in these adult situations. You keep the Muppets with the Muppets and Sesame Street with Sesame Street. Don't have them intermix.
Yeah, there's no crossover here. This is like,
I mean, there is, but like this situation, that is a child.
Yeah. Miss Piggy could be a babysitter. Miss Piggy is Elmo's fun drag aunt. But like Elmo's a baby.
Mm-hmm. Disgusting.
That's gross. Also, there's so many other characters you could just.
Gonzo.
Who's the
monster?
The Dracula one.
Yeah. Well, that's Sesame Street, but at least he's an adult.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even if you wanted to have this be a multi-universe crossover kind of thing, pick something like that.
Yeah.
And
don't pick any of the children. You don't. Also, Big Bird is a child.
Big Bird, and as a child who was very similar to Big Bird, sometimes you can't control how big you are as a kid. Okay.
Yeah.
Still a kid, just because.
But the speech patterns alone tell you how old the puppets. They are technically our Muppets, but they're Sesame Street puppets. The way they talk tells you how old they are. Bert and Ernie, grown ass men.
That's why they're married.
Elmo and all his friends and Big Bird, children.
And if you were shocked that a fully grown adult man was the voice of Elmo, that is probably because you all thought this was a child. No. Same thing with Rugrats. Those are Those are babies.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're all grown up.
Yeah.
I could watch that again. I loved that
Rugrats
one.
is great.
Love
I
Rugrats.
watched that well into, because I started watching it as a child, but like they kept making more. And I was watching that well until I had become an adult.
Oh,
Rugrats is phenomenal.
Rugrats in Paris.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. So good. I loved Angelica. Also, my ringtone used to be the Cynthia song. Cynthia, she's a really cool dancer. Cynthia, boogie to the groove now.
Yeah, you told me once that Cynthia was your favorite character, and I was like, Cynthia's barely there.
I also loved Emika, who was the pop star with the blue hair. I was a Rugrats motherfucking kid.
Same.
Loved.
I remember
Hated
the first
Chucky.
time I watched it.
Felt bad for Chucky once Paris came along, but prior to that, I was like, someone get this boy a nose strip. Someone get this whole family someone get this family to a plastic surgeon to undeviate these septums. They are so congested. And it stressed me out as a fucking kid. I had so many friends with asthma. I was really concerned about his well-being.
Yeah, it's a valid concern.
Yes. And
Him
we're just
his
not going
dad
to address
burst
it?
nasally.
Yes,
We're both
clearly.
nasally. But I remember the first time I watched Rugrats.
Is this one of your like memories of being like an actual baby?
I wasn't a baby. I was in our house in the second time we lived in Memphis, downstairs watching on our TV. And I remember the music came on. And I was like, what is this? And was hooked ever since then.
Yeah. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. I also loved Phil and Lil. That's a good twin costume. Because
You're
they're
welcoming
normal.
this now?
No, because they're babies. Because they're fucking normal. Maybe I shouldn't tell anytime there's like weird mixed gender twins. Be like, okay, look at Phil and Lil. Fucking be normal. Don't be weird.
They were a little weird, though. Being weird was part of their brand.
Oh, totally. But they weren't weird in the way that I don't like opposite sex twins being weird.
But you also don't like same-sex twins.
If you're identical, it's just a little creepy. Like, and I don't mean anything negative. It's just like, I think it's crazy if you as a twin don't acknowledge it. Like, yeah, it is like really fucking freaky that someone walks around looking exactly like you. Like, objectively, like that's fucking weird. You know? And
Disagree, but to each their own.
Well, biology freaks me out sometimes.
Well, that's our episode.
Does biology also freak you out? Let us know.
Join us on Monday for But Am I Wrong? Tuesday for See You Next Tuesday. Wednesday, listen to my show, which is in the show notes. Thursday, we've got another episode of Don't Blame Me. And then Friday, it'll be a rerun because we're on summer vacation.
Summer break, baby.
When we get back, we'll tell you all about my experience in Vegas and Beyonce and Megan all about her digging up.
Dig it up. ARMPI to the D. Dude, you're smelling? Yeah, dog, that's me. I don't take showers and I don't brush my teeth. All I do is dig holes, eat, and sleep. Justice, I need two things to be put on Spotify. I need the whole soundtrack put on Spotify. I need the Brandy Cinderella soundtrack put on Spotify.
I don't think we're ever going to get that Brandy Cinderella.
It's devastating to me. I need it desperately. I need it anywhere. I'll take a hard copy CD. Let me see if I can find that on eBay.
If you can, it's going to be like $1,000.
And possibly worth it.
All right. Goodbye. We will
fist you later. This is a Sister Sign production hosted by me, Megan Rinks.
And me, Melissa D. Montz, plus Diamond Imprint Productions.
Oh, hey there, it's a promo for a podcast. Great! Exactly what you want to hear when you're settling down to listen to the podcast you actually want to listen to. Well, give me just a few seconds and then you can go listen to whatever it is you're listening to, your true crime podcast hosted by former child actors or reality stars, whatever it is. My name is Troy LaValle and I'm the host of the Glass Cannon Podcast. This is a podcast where my friends and I sit around and play role-playing games and record it. Through improvisation, using comedy and drama, we take the rules of whatever game we're playing and we turn it into appointment television. That's the best way I can explain it. It truly is infectious fun. We travel the whole country playing rock clubs, turning games like this into a spectator sport. So please, check it out, the Glass Cannon Podcast. If you want some joy in your life, give it a listen.
Look, we all know there are a lot of celebrity interview podcasts out there, but there's only one, Happy, Sad, Confused. I'm Josh Horowitz, and yeah, I'm the host of the show, so I'm a little biased, but truly Happy, Sad, Confused is the place for nerdy and intimate conversations with all your favorite actors and filmmakers. From Andrew Garfield and Scarlett Johansson to Christopher Nolan and Quentin Tarantino. For over 10 years and over 700 episodes, Happy, Sad, Confused has broken movie and TV news every single week. That's because I ask all the questions I want to know, and more importantly, you want to know. Casting what-ifs, backstage stories, acting pet peeves, and much more. So whether you're into superheroes, prestige TV, or just the coolest actors and directors alive, you're going to learn something in every episode. Listen to Happy, Sad, Confused on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's ticklish business any way you look at it. Come on, we'll stick together.
Love movies? Love classic movies? So do we. Ticklish Business is the podcast where classic film is discussed in modern times. Hosted by me, film journalist Kristen Lopez, and my co-host, author Emily Edwards, we dive into the golden age of cinema with fun, heart, and serious expertise. As published film historians and lifelong classic movie buffs, we bring insider insights, deep research, and lively debates with a variety of special guests, ranging from celebrities like Holly Madison to TCM luminaries Dave Karger and Eddie Muller, and even family members of old Hollywood legends. Subscribe now to Ticklish Business on your favorite podcast app, and let's talk about old Hollywood today.